Is everybody ready? Yeah! All right, I'm going to ask you a few questions. How many like the beach? Very good. Put your hands down. How many like clean water? Very good. Put your hands down. How many like to breathe? All right, just checking. So we're going to talk about the beaches, the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, and we're going to talk about how they get dirty and all the things we can do together to help keep them clean. This is where I live. Where's that? Very good. Do we all live there? Yeah. Do we all get that? All right, just checking. Here I am. I'm happy. Here I am looking at the whales. I want you to start looking at the water around the whale and realize that's the whale's home. So the same way you have a home, the whale has a home. The same way you want your home to be clean, the whale wants a clean home. Here's a happy whale. The whale is happy because the water is clean. There's a leaping whale. Say leaping whale. Leaping whale. Say leaping the other direction whale. Leaping the other direction. And they're all happy because the water is clean. Say Garibaldi. Say potato fish. Potato fish. Say tiger fish. Tiger fish. Say tiger fish closer. Tiger fish closer. Say tiger fish closest. Tiger fish closest. Say sea lion. Sea lion. Say sea lion again. Sea lion again. Say shark. Shark. Say scuba diver. And the scuba diver is happy because the water is clean. Say moray eel. Moray eel. Say stingray. And they're all happy. Water is clean. If you know what paper is made from, speak it out. Trees. So paper is made from trees. So when you recycle paper, you're saving trees. Now, is that a difficult concept? No. All right, just checking. There's something else we get from trees. It's called what? Oxygen. Very good. A very smart group here. We breathe out what? Carbon dioxide. The leaves take in our carbon dioxide and give us back nice, fresh, clean oxygen. So every time we knock down a tree, we just took a little bit of what out of the air? Every time we recycle, what do we leave standing? Trees. So every time I recycle my little piece of paper, I imagine I'm getting a little sniff of air and oxygen. Well, in the ocean, there's plants that make oxygen also. Some of them are very small, some of them are very large. This plant is called kelp. Kelp is a plant that lives in the ocean that makes air and oxygen for us to breathe. So one big reason we want the ocean to be clean so the plants are clean, so the plants make air and oxygen for us to breathe. These kids went to the beach one day. They couldn't go into the water because the water's dirty. So when the water's dirty, it just gets in the way of having a little bit of fun. Second big reason we want the ocean to be clean so we can have some fun. You like clean water? Yeah. You like clean streets? Yeah. You like clean parks? Yeah. You like a clean school? Yeah. This is my, oh, did I hear a no? If you are a person that believes that it's not a good idea to keep your school clean, how do you think your school's going to look? Dirty. If you think it's a good idea to keep your school clean, how's your school going to look? Clean. So where did it start from? You're thinking. So here's my school. Look what's happening. People are throwing trash all over the place. Trash on the street, more trash on the street. Look at that, trash out on the beaches. Yeah.
Trash all over the picture. I didn't really like that. I don't want the earth to be like that. If you throw trash around, it'll just go into the ocean and it'll kill lots of animals in the ocean. If you keep on wasting stuff like paper, it'll just go to the ocean. Every piece of trash that you recycle and throw away, it helps because it doesn't go into the ocean.
See that red curb? It's called a catch basin. Very good. The catch basin is built to catch the rainwater, and it goes down to the... Very good. But what if there's trash around? And it rains, where does that go? It goes into the ocean. How does your rainwater and trash actually travel to the ocean? How does it get from the catch basin to the ocean? There's a pipe. big pipe. It's called a storm drain. So the water goes from the neighborhood down to the beach by storm drain. And that connects the neighborhoods to the ocean. So here's all the trash piling up. Trash, what else? Gas, oil, grease, fertilizers, dog droppings. What do you do when you take your dog for a walk? What do you bring? A little bag so you don't leave this on the street. Uh-oh, pick up after your dog. This is water and grease. It just washes off our city streets and goes down the river and off to the ocean, yeah. This guy's having fun. He's washing off the sidewalk with the hose. Where's that water go? What's it take with it? Trash. So what could you use instead of the hose? A broom, very good. Sometimes people don't live as close to the ocean as you, and sometimes the rainwater goes off the streets down the river and then to the ocean. Sometimes it goes off the streets down the river and into a lake. I know I go out into the desert and talk to kids. The rainwater comes off the street and just goes right out into the desert. It doesn't make it to the ocean.
It could go into the, what's it called? It goes to the catch basin. Catch basin? It'll go into the catch basin? Yeah, the catch basin. It's gonna go down the storm drain. They go through the storm drain, and then the storm drain leads to the ocean.
This is Santa Monica Beach after a rainstorm. That water's dirty, dirty, dirty. Don't walk in there, don't run in there, don't play in there. Don't let your dog drink out of it. Don't dump your kid brother in for a bath. All right, you stay out of there. You go to the other end of the beach where it's clean. But when it rains, it gets like this. So when it's raining, you want to stay away from the ocean for a couple days, okay? Now we're going to take a look at what happens to the animals that live in the ocean when we throw our trash into their home. Are you ready? Yeah! Seals get tangled? Birds get tangled in the trash floating on the ocean? The seal got caught in a fishing net? What are these birds doing? Eating the trash. So these little bits and pieces of trash that are left around, the birds think it is food. Very good. Here's a sad seal. This bird actually has a fishing hook caught inside of him. This fish is having a good day. What do we do? Cut the six-pack rings. See that red plastic cap? Bird thinks it's food. Then he feeds it to his babies. So these little bits and pieces of trash that we think, oh, big deal, doesn't make a difference. I can flick it here, flick it there. Makes a big difference to the life of this animal. This turtle ate the trash. Turtles like jellyfish. Jellyfish are floating around, plastic bags are floating around. The turtle made a mistake. He ate the plastic bag. Plastic bag went down his mouth. He can't eat, he can't breathe, he chokes. What do you think happens? Dead turtle. Here's 2.5 pounds of trash found in the stomach of a 10-pound turtle.
Sad. 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 I thought it was really sad that they were swallowing plastic bags because they thought they were jellyfish. The animals are dying just because people are littering.
Now, you all know that fishermen go out and fish for the fish. You got that? If the fishermen take the fish out of dirty water and we eat the fish, where's the dirty, yucky water go? In our stomach. Third big reason we want the ocean to be clean, so the fish are clean, so we have clean food too. Scuba diving fish. Is the water clean or dirty? Dirty. What? Dirty. If the water's dirty, can the plant make oxygen? No. If the plant can't make oxygen, can the fish breathe? No. So I had to give him a scuba tank, but it doesn't work. But we put this together to show you there are some parts of the ocean that are so dirty that the fish can't even breathe. How many know about shutting off the light to save energy? Right. Some of our energy is made from oil. It's a very precious resource to us. And so when you only have a certain amount of something, what do? You try to conserve it a little bit. So how about just shutting off the lights when you leave the room? How about your computers at night? Do you shut off the computers? No sleep mode, it uses electricity. Hey, how many have balloons at your parties, helium balloons? How many let the balloons go floating oh so pretty up into the air? They land on the ocean, they look like jellyfish. Who eats jellyfish? Turtles, whales, dolphins, birds, sharks, they've all been found dead with balloons and trash inside of them. Don't let them go up into the... So what do you do with your balloons at the end of the party? Thank you very much. How many can see the six-pack ring got the bird? Yeah, what do we do with six-pack rings? Pat them, very good. All right.
You should never get six packs. Try to never get them. They could get caught around a fish's neck.
It would cut animals and they would get trapped in around their necks and like there.
Some fish are so tender that it could just slice them in half.
It just was horrifying. I mean, none of us humans have been suffocated by a six-pack ring, but it just looked so horrible.
That's a problem that we need to work on. I won't buy them.
This is how you get rid of six-pack rings. Hold on. Say it.
You don't buy six-pack rings.
Give this person a big round of applause. Where you spend your money on this planet is one of the most powerful things you can do to make a difference. Don't ever forget that. When you put your money down, you're telling that person, I like your stuff, here's some money. Go make more. You see the kid drinking the water bottle out of the plastic water bottle? I want you to know right now in the United States, we use about 40 million of those water bottles every single day. They sort of get recycled a bit, they get thrown in the trash a bit, a lot of them get thrown out onto the streets, they go down the river, out to the ocean. You see these made out of metal? These are really much healthier. They don't have the plastic, you reuse it and reuse it. We're gonna look at this picture. This is a sculpture that a woman put together in Costa Rica. It's water bottles. She formed the water bottles and they go down the stairway to the storm drain. So, I want you to take 10 seconds out of your busy life, look at the art, contemplate the art. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. There's only what? Your answer, and just think about what it looks like to you and what you think the artist is trying to say. Go.
I think that looks like a river, and I think that it looks like the river is going into the storm drain.
I see a dolphin getting trapped by water bottles.
What do you think the artist is trying to say?
That you shouldn't throw trash anywhere. You should, except for a trash can.
It kind of looks like a question mark to me, and like the artist is trying to say why. Why did this happen?
I learned how much damage little pieces of trash can do to animals.
I go to a lot of basketball games and there's like Gatorade bottles all over the place, and maybe you could take a minute or so and pick up those bottles.
Everyone has a dedicated purpose, and fish have a purpose. They have a purpose to live freely as we do.
You could do a beach cleanup. Look at that. Look at the kids at the beach doing a beach cleanup. Look at all the kids we got out.
We found like a lot of styrofoam and cigarette butts, plastic, a whole bunch of stuff.
They're making up a whole name. You're absolutely right. They get on the beach and make up a whole name. There's 3,000 kids we bring out. Now look at all the trash they picked up. Now, these people are in the neighborhood. They're not at the beach. These kids are on the schoolyard. They're not at the beach. If the people in the neighborhood or the kids at school did not pick up their trash and it rains, where would the trash go? So by picking up the trash in the neighborhood and picking up the trash at school, are you helping to keep the beach clean? Yeah. The next time you do a yard cleanup, could you call it a beach cleanup? Could you do a beach cleanup in your neighborhood? Yeah. Could you do one at your school? Yeah. Could you do one around the cafeteria? You could do a beach cleanup where? Anywhere. Thank you very much.
What I mostly learned was about the 6-packs and the 12-packs and all that.
I learned that you shouldn't litter. You shouldn't litter, or else you're gonna kill or hurt the animals.
I learned that one piece of trash can kill an animal.
If you see trash, then you could pick it up. If you have a party with balloons, you should pop your balloons instead of just let them float away. not buy so much plastic. Animals die from eating plastic. They will think that the plastic bag is a jellyfish and they'll eat it and they'll die.
Use things that are not toxic, because toxic things can kill a lot of living things in the ocean.
I'm going to keep my environment clean and safe and not waste so much stuff.
I'm going to start doing beach cleanups.
Don't go away. Stay tuned for a Kids Ocean Day bonus video up next.
I take my two sons out here to go bike riding, and I remind them that as they look out there at that beach, that it is really their beach, it's really their ocean.
Do you guys want to go swimming in trashy water?
No! Let's keep this ocean alive and let's keep it clean.
We found some bottles, some plastic bottles, some styrofoam.
Plastic, wood, and styrofoam. When I came out at first, I was like, it's not that dirty. And then when you start cleaning it up, you see that it's really dirty because it's all like in there. It's sad and it's kind of selfish of people.
And it just makes me angry that people want to enjoy the beach, but they don't want to take care of it.
One can or one cigarette butt, you can say, okay, that doesn't make a difference, but there's 10 million people that live here.
About a C or maybe C minus.
Currently, I would give it a D minus.
Basically, it's all of our jobs to, take care of the environment, take care of the animals.
If the neighborhood's dirty, the beaches and oceans will be dirty.
Dumping oil down the gutters, painting their houses and cleaning the paintbrushes on the lawn, it all washes up and all ends up here at our beach.
All the rainwater that comes off the street, flows into the storm drains, goes down to the beaches and oceans. So if there's gas and oil and grease and fertilizers on the street, it's going to be washed down to the beach.
This is our home, this is where we live. And we're not going to get another earth to live on. We're not going to get a second chance. Once this earth is gone, that's it. Where else are we going to go to? And we got to take care of our home.
All the kids are going to go out onto the beach and form a human aerial art piece. So they're going to form letters in the sand that are going to say, keep oceans alive, and then they're going to form a big life preserver.
Keep oceans alive!
You're going to be a part of the art piece. That's kind of weird, huh? Feeling that you're paint?
I'm coming this way a little bit, just a soft curve up here. Coming way out, and then we're going to come. You just kind of hold this line, kind of circular thing. All right. If you got any kids in red, have them go on the lines right there.
I think that's really important, that kids early on get reinforcement that when they do something good, they're validated through media, through acknowledgement from their teachers, from adults. I think that's really important.
We are the bee.
The bee.
The what?
The bee. Hey! Yeah! The dot and the exclamation point.
It's showing that people all over the world are helping to keep the oceans clean.
You need to keep the oceans clean so the plants are clean and we can breathe.